I declined a job offer because the interviewer was 15 minutes late. I, 17F, went in for a job interview today, just because I wanted to see what it was like. The offer online was up to $20 per hour. But it's almost an hour commute and I can't drive that far yet. I went to the interview anyways because I wanted experience interviewing for the future. I got there 5 minutes early, waited and filled out forms, and waited a little longer. Then it was 10 minutes past the time when it was supposed to start and the interviewer walked in. She told me that she was almost ready, and that it would be just a few more minutes. It ended up starting 15 minutes after it was supposed to. During the interview she mentioned multiple times that after I started pay might go up each year I worked there, but my starting pay would be $16-ish per hour. I have previous experience and the certifications required, so that also put me off. We were supposed to end the interview with a working, observing part. But I declined and thanked her for the interview, but I didn't think it would be a good fit. I don't know if it's just me being picky, or if this is good interviewing practice. Should I have taken it more seriously and thought about the offer? Or was I right to decline because she couldn't make the time to show up to my interview on time? Showing up late is a good indication that their time management skills are lacking. This is not good as they will poorly prioritize their workload like they did when they showed up late. On top of that, them not reaching out to let you know they're running late just shows they don't have respect for potential employees. This makes me wonder how neglected the current staff are. This is based on the assumption no one informed you the interviewer would be late. Them advertising one rate and offering another is a bait and switch tactic, which is illegal. If they're willing to lie about that, what else will they lie to you about or bait and switch you with? I applaud hands clapping you for declining the job offer. I am confident you would have been miserable and quit in no time. No need to waste your time on a job who doesn't think you're important enough for them to even show up to the interview on time. The 15 minutes thing was your call to make, although I certainly hope you told them. For me, the bigger red flag was advertising a position at $20 and then during the interview admitting it is $16. It's a power move. If you have the power, don't really need the job, then why not? To summarize then, 1. There was a long commute that already made the job less attractive. Point 2. The interviewer was late to the interview. Point 3. They offered less than the advertised rate, in spite of you meeting the requested experience and certifications. You acted correctly based on what you have presented us with. While some may be put off by you going for an interview at a location you may have struggled to commute to, the potential employer has provided ample reason to turn the job down regardless. That you told them up front instead of wasting time doing an observation, job shadow is also a polite and reasonable item, given that you had decided already that you did not want the job. Getting experience interviewing is great, but this has given you another valuable piece of experience in giving you the opportunity to practice saying no to an employer. Don't forget what you learned here about saying no in the future. And I wish you all the best in finding a place that values you properly. Making you wait 15 minutes was a calculated power move designed to put you in your place as her inferior. Yeah, totally let them know you don't appreciate it. You did the right thing. The lateness is a move intended to communicate to you that you are unimportant and that your lack of importance would continue throughout your employment. The bait and switch on the salary is unacceptable. You're qualified to do the job. So why exactly are you not worthy of the advertised pay rate? If you had asked that question during the interview, I doubt she would have had a ready answer. You dodged a bullet. Being late doesn't bother me, especially if they're apologetic. The money thing would bother me though. The bait and switch with the pay is more concerning, along with the non-committal comment about raises. What do you mean exactly by working, observing? Would it have just been you watching a worker perform the task? Or did they expect you to do some amount of work? Because if they expected you to do any work during the interview, that's an automatic red flag. Sounds like a not great environment. Also, that commute is killer for that low pay. I never consider jobs that advertise one pay and offer something less, like lol my dude, I only came for the I'm making $20 an hour part. 16 is kinda a slap in the face. Something entitled Generation. My first job paid me in potatoes and character. I leave after 10. I went to the interview anyways because I wanted experience interviewing for the future. Smart choice. As for your questions, it is your choice where you want to work, and it is your choice regarding which standards your future employer has to meet. If showing up late for an interview is a deal-breaker for you, then that's your prerogative. Don't let anyone tell you what you should be fine, not fine with. This sub can get a little ahead of itself sometimes with things like, X is unacceptable. But at the end of the day, it's your career, your life, and your choice. Be as picky or as relaxed as you want. Whatever works for you. Most important thing is that you end up working a job you do not detest. As for my personal opinion regarding the offer, I would have probably left as well. Not only does showing up late for an interview signal to me that they do not respect my time, and how are you going to pay me fairly for my time if you do not respect it? But posting a position at $20 per hour and then only offering $16 per hour, which is 20% less than what was advertised, is a gigantic red flag to me. Dishonesty is an instant no for me. Nicely played. As others have stated, the interviewer being late is a demonstration of authority. Places like that have a do as we say, not as we do mentality, and it's a bullet well dodged here, I think. I'm curious what type of job you were applying for that at the age of 17 you have previous experience and certification for. I don't think I've ever had an interview that started exactly on time. Good for you. You've impacted nothing and improved yourself, not it. But street lead, you stuck it to M. $16 per hour? Come on, G. The second she said that, I would have hit the U-turn out my seat. Wave. And thank you. But no thank you. Depends. If you were being interviewed by HR and not the person you would be reporting to, I wouldn't use it as an indication of the overall firm. It could have just as easily been that one individual, and or there may have been something in particular going on at that time that caused them to be late. I'd weigh the commute time and bait and switch in starting pay as more important indicators. You should find a company director on LinkedIn and CC him into the email you send to the hiring manager detailing the reasons why you turned down the role.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.